Hey yo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today the ban list just dropped, and oh my god, they did it again. They hit melee back to 2. I am livid. Alright, melee at 3 was perfect, he was a good boy, and they took one of them away from me. But fear not, I kind of planned for this, so I have a deck ready for you guys. Let's dive right in. Alright guys, so before we dive into today's video, as always, if you like it, give it a like, and if you love it, give it a share and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. If you haven't joined Team Tally just yet, the subscribe button's down there, feel free to hammer that and join Team Tally. Without any further hesitation, let's dive right into the deck list. Alright guys, so I believe wholeheartedly that the future of Heroes is to be a go first strategy because the deck can accrue insane amounts of advantage. It can build certainly threatening boards to some decks and not so threatening boards to other decks, but the deck can also go second, so like if you know what you're playing against, you can definitely use that to your advantage. So let's just dive right in, let's talk about it and talk about how we're going to change the deck up before going first. Alright, so first of all, we ain't changing anything about free Stratos. He's still here to stay at 3, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter that Malicious is at 2 because you've still got easy access to him through Stratos. We're running our 2 Shadow Mist because 2 Shadow Mist is best skill. We've been over this before. Shadow Mist is recurable through a couple of different cards, and of course it can search out your deck as well. So if you don't open up Stratos, you can like send Shadow Mist with something, get Stratos, get whatever you want. Like the deck can still consistently search. 1 Liquid Soldier to revive Shadow Mist or revive our Stratos and get pluses for pluses for pluses. Also lets you dig a little bit deeper into your deck for some of those unsearchable cards that we really want to play. 1 Honest Neos, because Honest Neos is like a game winner on its own with most hero cards. And 1 Solid Soldier. Because the deck's going first and I'm not going second and playing into Floodgates anymore, I think Solid Soldier's a pretty decent card to put into the deck. Alright, so that's our elemental heroes. Just for a quick summary, this is our Searcher, it pops back row, Searcher and it searches Mass Change, Monster Reborn and a mini Graceful Charity, gives more damage, and this allows you, when you normal summon it, to get another monster on board. When you fusion summon with it, revive a monster, so you can actually, in theory, loop Stratos a couple of times. Alrighty, so that's our elemental hero package. Next we're going to look at our Vision Heroes, and the Vision Heroes haven't changed at all either. Alright, so you've got 3 Vision Hero Faris, which is, by the way, probably one of the best play starters in the deck. You discard a hero, summon it, then you get increase in your spell and trap zone, increase tribute Faris, Faris goes to the graveyard, increase comes out, increase then summons Vion, Vion dumps whatever you need in the graveyard and gets you polymerization. This isn't going to change, this is perfect as is, and it's probably like part of the best part of the deck. It is the best part of the deck if you ask me. Okay, moving on to our Destiny Heroes. Sadly, Malicious is now at 2 as of last night's ban list. I am livid. I was in the middle of editing a video that required Malicious to be at 3. Alright, we've got Draw Hand. Draw Hand could be any of the other good Destiny Heroes, Celestial, or it could be Decider. I'm still deciding which is my favourite, but I think they're all equally as good as each other. And lastly we have Dynatag. Dynatag will give a Destiny Hero 1000 extra attack points, which we're going to use on our Dystopia. Alright, but that's kind of spoiling the extra deck a little. So our Destiny Hero package is 1 card shorter than normal. I'm not running Plasma because I think it's okay, it's fine, especially now that we're running Solid Soldier. Like, you could run it if you want. I just personally tend to see it more often than I have any right to, and it bricks my hands up. Alright, but that's our Destiny Hero package. Next, for our Evo Heroes, we're literally just running the 1 Adusted Gold. Adusted Gold is a good game winner. It's more of like a turn 3 card, so you set up your board turn 1, turn 2, you kind of survive your opponent's turn, turn 3, you go ahead and get this, and then you win the game. Next we're looking at our spells. So, with Spiral at the format, Droll's going to be way less common, so we can run as many search spells as we want, which is our free E emergency call. It basically makes this card 3 cards short because it's a non-once per turn elemental hero searcher, so you can search up to 3 elemental heroes per turn. Next we're also playing Free Fusion Destiny because this card is the absolute nuts. It's a 1 card OTK, it's a 1 card combo for a lot of things. It's really good. You don't want to cut this at all. Even though Malicious is at 2, it definitely hurts the link spam ability of the deck, but considering we have so many good extenders, like, you just need Destiny Fusion at 3. Also we're running free Mass Change. Masked Heroes are absolutely busted, Darklaw's absolutely busted, so why would you run any less? And they're searchable, so you can get them quite easily, and they're recurable, so you can continue to use them on your opponent's turn to dodge hand traps, dodge infinite impermanence, dodge effect veiler. These are just great. Again, you run these at free. Next, because we're going first, we're running 2 Called by the Graves just for a little bit more hand trap protection. The reason I didn't like Solid Soldier sometimes, that was because if you went to Solid Soldier and it got Effect Veilered or Impermanence, your turn kinda ended. But we do now have the space for 2 Called by the Grave. Might bump it up to 3, we'll kind of see how things go. 1, a hero lives, basically Ash bait, but it's totally free. Next we have our fusion spells, Dark Calling, Polymerization and Miracle Fusion. Dark Calling banishes cards from the graveyard to summon an evil hero. Polymerization, we know what this card does, it fuses monsters in the hand and field. And Miracle Fusion summons an elemental hero by banishing materials from the graveyard. So we've got 3 incredibly powerful, incredibly strong monsters in our extra deck that serve as combo pieces and serve as disruption during our opponent's turn. Next, onto our traps. This is a go in first build, so I wholeheartedly believe that we should be playing free Infinite Impermanence, which just got a reprint, so its price will be coming down, and free Solemn Judgment. Alright, this deck does have hard time against things like Lightning Storm, right? Even Raigeki can break this deck's board, so that's Solemn Judgment, just to get a little bit more oomph, really, just to get a little bit more protection. It's not once per turn as well. Again, if you want to bump your trap count up, you certainly could add in some Solemn Strikes as well. Okay, but these are really good non-once per turn effect negation. They block off a column if they were set before you activated it, and these just keep you really safe. Again, allowing you to survive that turn 2 and OTK on the turn 3, especially considering it's so easy to get Darklaw out now. So that's our trap lineup. And again, you can always side a few more traps. Lost Wind is pretty good, considering it allows you to grind a little bit more because it resets itself. Alright guys, let's take a look at the extra deck. Alright, so for our extra deck we are running 2 Elemental Heroes. Elemental Hero Sunrise and Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Now guys, Sunrise, if you don't know, he allows you to search Miracle Fusion, and also it grants your monsters more attack points based on the elements, the attributes, sorry, of what's on the field. So light and dark, you're immediately getting an extra 400. You can usually end on Absolute Zero, and also it pops monsters when another hero battles, so during your or your opponent's turn, if a hero battles, so if it attacks or is attacked, it pops another card on the field, which is pretty great. This card is insane. This card is Raigeki on legs. Essentially, what happens when it goes to the graveyard, you Raigeki your opponent's board. Now there's ways that we can trigger that, i.e. linking off into any of our hero link monsters, or mask changing it during your opponent's turn, and that's pretty deadly when you team it up with Darklaw, because it sends all of the monsters to the banish pile. That's pretty disgusting right there. Speaking of Darklaw, cannot have a hero deck without at least 2 Darklaw. This is possibly one of the most influential and best hero monsters. It banishes everything in your opponent's graveyard, and as well, if they search, then you get to banish a random card from their hand, and it's a soft once per turn, so like if you've got one on field and you mass change it into the other one, you can use both of their banish effects. Darklaw is disgusting, he's my bestest friend. To round off our other masked heroes, we have Blast, we have Anki, and we have Acid. Blast is really good because it can get rid of back row, so if someone does try and floodgate you, you can use Blast to return that to hand. Anki can attack your opponent directly for the cost of having that battle damage, so if you're coming out of time, go into Anki, attack your opponent directly, maybe stick an Honest Neos on there for a little bit more damage and you're good to go. And Acid is a good target to change Absolute Zero into, so you mass change Absolute Zero into Acid. This will Raigeki your opponent's board, and this will destroy your opponent's back row. So if in their end phase, you know, you're facing a kind of mixed deck like Salamangreats, you can go ahead and Absolute Zero and then hit all their back row. They may protect their monsters, but their back row's gone, and that's really how they interact with you in real meaningful ways. So that is our masked heroes done and out of the way. Next, we're going to take a look at our Destiny heroes, which is just Dystopia, our Vision hero, which is just Trinity. Some people are cutting this card. You can if you want, to make room for things like maybe Starving Venom Fusion Dragon if you're running Super Poly. I'm going to run that in the side, I think. Dystopia is nuts though. Dystopia is this deck's Trident. Dystopia, in tandem with any card that changes its attack points, which is a lot by the way, becomes a quick effect pop during your or your opponent's turn. And again, popping their key combo pieces, popping floodgates, it's really impactful. Again, team it up with Darklaw, which is easy to see access to. You've kind of got the nuts there. We have Evil Hero Malicious Bane as our boss monster slash OTK machine. It kind of makes Trinity a little bit redundant. Okay, what he does is he is also a Raigeki. He will destroy anything on your opponent's field with less attack points than itself. The drawback, is that you can only attack with heroes that turn, which is such a shame. You know, you can only attack with heroes in a hero deck. For our links we have 2 Cross Crusader, 1 Wonder Driver, by the way, I really underrated this card, really good, and 1 Dread Decimator. Now Konami, if you could maybe make Cross Crusader an Ultra, that way we can have 3 Ultras in the extra deck. This is your main combo piece for your extra deck. What it does is it revives a Destiny hero. What it will also do is it will tribute a Destiny hero, then you can search any hero. Alright, so if you've got Destiny heroes in your graveyard, then you can search out any hero you need to complete your combo. Wonder Driver is really good in the sense that it will allow you to reuse your Mass Change, your Polymerizations, any of your fusion cards when you summon a monster to the zone it points to. And Dread Decimator is okay, he just has lots of arrows and he allows for OTKs. As of April the 1st, he may be out, but I think he's really good because he allows you to trigger Dystopia really easily. So worst case scenario, he's like a solid 6 out of 10, like better than he is worse. And lastly, because I plan on playing 1 Mind Control, some Super Polys in the side deck, I'm going to play Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep's really good for any fusion deck. Cross Sheep's really handy in extending your combos, especially when you want to, like if you've been Nibiru'd, like just go into Cross Sheep, revive a Shadow Mist, and then you've got Mass Change and you've got more plays to continue on and hopefully OTK your opponent if you're going second, or set up a board going first. So I feel like it's a really good recovery card, and again I've planned to keep that even after the Master Rule changes. Alright guys, so that is our deck and extra deck for the most recent ban list. Side deck still needs to develop, we need to see kind of what the best decks turn out to be, which is going to be really difficult considering that we don't have any events coming up anytime soon. But we'll learn as we go. You guys can play online. Let me know what you think down below. Guys, let's hit the outro. Guys, as always, if you liked it, give it a like, and if you loved it, give it a share and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. If you have not joined Team Tally, the subscribe button is down there, guys, and I'm going to try doing a new thing. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those are where I'm trying to engage with you guys outside of the YouTube life, because I can't really do that effectively outside of the comment section, which, by the way, guys, comment down below. Anyway, as always, you have been amazing. I have been Tally. I'll catch you all later. Bye.